Well, here's today's last minute main event. What I got here is 10-foot PVC pipe, $2.19 a foot. I wanted 8-inch for this little project, but it was $4.54 a foot. I said, you can go ahead and give me some of that 6-inch. But what I just done, oh blah, is I got this sandpaper, and I wiped it off because it was kind of damp on where it'd been laying on the ground, and I just dried it off, and then I put a little pressure, which I've done it, so I ain't gonna redo it. And I took this 60 grit sandpaper. That's the next little sanding project, but that's 60 grit, coarse, black, satin black. You don't want gloss, you want satin. I stopped at the dollar store, but that $1 a can, I guess everybody and their brother needed a can of it. And it was gone, and I ain't running all over town for no can of spray paint. $20, 21, it's like $21. And it's that colored green, and it's 5011-5 is the code, and it's Royal Pine. It's that color right there. I think it's going to be perfect. It's going to work whether it's perfect or not. I don't care what it looks like now that I got it. But that was the darkest green that Lowe's had. Then I got one of these little 4-inch rollers, because it'll fit perfect down in the can. So I don't need all that. So I'm going to roll this green all the way around. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to take that black spray paint, and I'll just make a little design and zig and zag and put a little design. And what the purpose is one of them T post redneck feeders. Yeah, there's the vinegar bucket. But you get one of them T post feeders, you drive it in the ground, you get the mouth of it 39 inches. But what I'm going to do is drive it in the ground to the height I want. And then I'm going to slide that 6-inch PVC pipe over the T-post. And it'll be, I'll have it all calculated and have it cut at the house before I ever even leave. And I'll have it cut the right height. And then when I set my T-post feeder on there, that 6-inch pipe will be from the ground to the bottom of that feeder. And that is supposed to keep the coons and the squirrels out of my REDNECK T post feeder. And roughing it up with that sandpaper, and that 60 course did a mighty fine job. It roughs it up. That way your paint adhere to this slick PVC, which is not slick no more. And then that little roller dips right in the bucket. You just roll it on and let it dry, and then spray paint it with some black paint, and voila, that'll keep the squirrels and the coons, because there's a buku bunch of money goes to feed coons and squirrels. I've counted as many as 8 at one spot. So that'll say, plus I've got hogs moved in, so this will get it up off the ground and just save me a bunch of pain in the backside. But anyway, till the next event, I'll make a video on this when I get the feeder set up and how it all looks. And I've read reviews that this 6-inch will keep coons and squirrels from climbing up and getting in it. But for $2.19 versus $4.54 versus the 6 and the 8-inch, this 6-inch will slow them down considerably. No doubt about it. Slick as calf slobber. Till the next event.